It's Maydea. It's coming too close. It's coming too close. But I still have to do 2 more reviews. So, wait, we're getting close. 2 more left. 2 more left. And let's start it off with Boo, a Madea Halloween. So, Boo Madea Halloween is from 2016. It was released in the year 2016. It was directed, of course, by Tyler Perry, produced by Tyler Perry, and written by Tyler Perry. Here's an interesting fact about the film. The idea for Boo, Tyler Perry's Boo, a Madea Halloween, was actually, the idea from it came from Chris Rock's film Top 5. He said like how, haven't seen Top 5, but no, that's not where the idea came from. I'm guessing, sorry, I'm guessing that's what happened was Lionsgate saw it. Oh, Mr. Tyler Perry, you were just given a free idea. Go on. Let your creativity run wild. I have no idea what they did. I'm just thinking probably Tyler Perry saw that thought. Thank you, Chris Rock. You know what would have been awesome though? If Chris Rock actually had helped him to actually do it. I feel like if Chris Rock had actually helped him, it would have actually been a bit funnier. Then again, Chris Rock was also in Nobody's Fool. Yes, I watched Nobody's Fool. So the plot of I almost forgot the budget for the film. The film had a budget of $20 million and a box office of $74.8 million. The plot of the film was Maydea and her friends are made to watch after Brian's daughter on Halloween, but things go crazy when she goes out to a frat party. Yep. So the cast includes Tyler Perry as Mabel, Maydea Simmons, Joe, and Brian. And in the previous video, which was the animated Maydea movie, or shoot, forgot the name of it. I had accidentally said Cassie Davis instead of, I said Kathy Davis instead of Cassie. So I apologize. Cassie Davis as Aunt Bam, Patrice Lovely as Hattie Mae Love, and my gosh, she's lovely. A Diamond White as Tiffany Simmons, Lisa Koshy as Ade Walker, Yusuf Ericate as Jonathan, Bella Thorne as Rain Mayfison, Lexi Panetera as Lee Denverock, Andre Hall as Quentin, Brock O'Hearn as Horse, Keon Leyland as Bean Boy, and J.C. Kalen as Mikey, Jimmy Tatrin as Sean, and Tiger as himself. Mike Turnabay as Dino, and Andre Rush as the police officer. So one of the things I first noticed when I watched the film, and keep in mind I saw this one in theaters as well. I saw both Boo films in the theaters. And keep in also mind, when I was in college, I didn't really go to much Halloween parties. I really didn't do that. I didn't really go to many ones where they had drinking. So yeah, I didn't do much drinking unless I went to a bar. But you know, that's not. One of the things I thought, okay, the first idea telling of this frat being lame is the fraternity name is Yo. Yeah, that's lame. I gotta say, hi, I'm Jonathan, the presidente of this fraternity. That got annoying. I mean, Yusuf, he might be funny. I really do. I mean, but then again, he's an actor too, since he does a bit of YouTube. But one of the things though is, I think Brock O'Hearn, he's an Instagram star. He does Instagram. So Tiffany, Simmons, she is Brian's daughter. She also had her first appearance in the original in Madea's Big Happy Family, family reunion. Yeah, where she was still a little girl, and her mom was on drugs and all that. Yeah, I think it was that one. Yeah, it was that one. In this film, she does not seem like the same character. I know she's a teenager, and I know life changes when you get older, but she's just so unlikable. It really is. It really is. I mean, she's just yelling at Brian. She's being real nasty. She's just like yelling at Maydea and her friends. Oh, and I also forgot to say one thing. There's a sequence when Aunt Bam and Maydea, where Aunt Bam, she's basically trying to trick kids out of their candy, and then two clowns. I didn't understand the thing with clowns, because there was a big clown thing going on back in 2016. A few weeks ago, but it also might have been because of It Chapter 1 too, but you know, yeah. There's a sequence where she says, like, where like Maydea punches the clown, which ends up having to be Hattie, and yeah, I'm sorry, I'm going to spoilers. So if you haven't realized yet, this is spoilers. I probably should have said it earlier, but at this point, it's 2020. You've had your chance. It's been a while. It's been not 20 years, it's been 4 years. About to be 5 in a few. So one of the things that happened, well, one thing that just happened was, oh, I did not. I thought I did. I thought I had just deleted all my notes. I apologize. So one of the new things in the new Tyler Perry movie, since he got his compound, he likes to use, like, there's a sequence in the film, which starts at 20 minutes into the film. It's a parlor scene where Brian is constantly talking to both Maydea, Joe, Hattie, and Bam about how, like, he's having trouble with his daughter, how he's talking about his way of raising his daughter, and then there's this whole thing about, like, say, oh, you know, back in our days, we used to throw kids off roofs, and they spend, get this, they are in this room basically for 11 minutes. They are in this parlor sequence for 11 minutes, just going back and forth, riffing off each other. And if I would have, I mean, it gets annoying, because at the same time, it would have been funny, because, you know, if, like, Tyler Perry, you know, Brian, Maydea, Joe, and all of them had been in the same shot, heck, they did it in the clumps with Eddie Murphy. If they could do that then, why can't Tyler Perry do it? I mean, I'm being honest, like, if a film like The Clumps and The Nutty Professor can do that kind of thing, what's your excuse, Tyler Perry? You got a lot of money. you got your own compound. So that sequence lasts for 11 minutes. It stops for a minute if it returns at 32 minutes in. I gotta see the sequence from Mr. Wilson where she goes, like, where Tiffany's gonna, like, say, Mr. Wilson, he did all this stuff, and he's a ghost. And she said, when they have bring out the Ouija board, and said, don't you bring that over here. And I gotta say, Cassie Davis is kind of fun. It's pretty funny, this film. But the first time she says, like, I got a prescription. Because she said the joke in, what was it? Maydea, It's a big happy family. Then is brought back and says like, I'm got a car, and she keeps on constantly saying like, I got a car, I'm legal now, because she wants to use it on the cops. And yeah, it gets old. And sometimes you see costumes like for Halloween commercials, and you just think like, wow, those look awesome. But it looks like, say, the budget just went kind of crazy. It didn't go very well, like, a lot. Because, like it doesn't look like you had the Halloween costumes aren't they look so generic. Like, there's a hot dog costume, there's a guy that has like one of those inflatable things, and yeah, and oh yeah, also Tiger shows up, and yeah. So like I said, this movie has like a lot of YouTube and also Instagram personality people. Oh yeah, Bella Thorne is in the film too. I guess say one of the funnier things is like, you know, Hattie, she's kind of annoying because she talks with a lisp, like saying, Maydea, ma. Or she goes like, say, I'm she, what? I'm Shivy. She's cold. Oh, she, I didn't understand what she was saying. And I mean, no disrespect to the actress, but I'm pretty sure, I don't know what they were thinking about with that character. One of the things that's, the sequence when Bam's talking to the cops, that's kind of funny, when she goes like, say, I'm, Jamaican, Amelia from Jamaica, They speak English there, at least. I'm from Spanish. I said, okay, they speak, and then he starts speaking Spanish, like, say, so she, yeah. But there's one question I want to know that the film didn't answer. I mean, it answers some of the questions, but there's a sequence that just doesn't make sense. How is it done? And I don't know. I want to know. How does one hack the plumbing? And then make it so that they can say, get your fat ass out of here on a mirror using a fog system. I mean, I know you can use fog, but that means that they would have had to use some elaborate, they'd have to go to behind the walls, use some crazy nonsense to just say, we have to do a fog machine, say, or something like that. And I'm just gonna say, they're frat guys. They're dedicated, but they're not dedicated to break through a wall. Then Brian would say, what the heck happened here? Because you'd think eventually Brian would figure it out. And also, how do you hack a car? Or at least I think that's what happened. And I was gonna say when Joe's say, no, I'm tired of this Halloween nonsense. And then he just goes and then he just punches the clown or horse. And I gotta say that the scene transitions are lazy for this film. The scene transitions that they do in this film are lazy. So lazy that one could probably find it on Windows Movie Maker. I mean, I probably could show it, but okay, I think I will. I'll do it. I'll just demonstrate. I'll show. Okay, here's me talking like say. So that's how it would work. And there's one sequence where it goes from and then the zombie sequences. That was marketed heavily in the marketing for the film, and it was crazy how that was the only thing that you couldn't escape through when the film wasn't run. Like, if I thought that would have been, this film could have been say the Ernest Scared Stupid of the Maydea movies, where it doesn't have to connect to several films, but it's just plain ridiculous. Maydea is just say there could have been some nonsense But, you know, Tyler Perry, he wants to add, like, his morals and all that. But, I mean, more power to him. But, and there's one sequence that doesn't make sense to me, because it's kind of weird. There's a sequence, like, say, where Brian goes, like, say, I'm going on a business trip, you might better contact me. But then suddenly Maydea is able to contact her. I know it's just, like, you know, convenience, but how? And then suddenly, when he's going to yell at his daughter, suddenly, in a while, suddenly they figure, like, it's morning in next one of the sequences. Like, say, does he yelling at her all night? And then they prank the Tiffany, and they also prank the what was it? All the frat boys and all that. And it's, I mean, this film's funny, but there's some silly nonsense that you just think, like, answer this question for me, Tyler Perry. And I'm pretty sure, like, if Tyler Perry was questioned for this, like, see, some sequence, he just thinks, like, I don't know. He'd probably be doing like that. But overall, yeah. This film wasn't the greatest. It's not the best either. But what did you think of Boo, a Madea Halloween? Do you think it's good? Do you think it's bad? Put your thoughts in the comments down below. Let me know. And as always, oh yeah, the next movie we're gonna be spotlighting is Boo 2. Yeah. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.